Welcome to Words of Wisdom and Guidance. How are you today? How are things? It's the end of another week. Well, we've had an amazing week, an absolutely amazing week. How has your week been? Have you had an amazing week? First of all, the sun has been out, so that's been beautiful. We've had this amazing summer week. And now it's gone again, but it's still quite warm, which is quite nice. But yes, here I am sitting in the afternoon, and we're not having a sun problem. I haven't got my fan on. We're all right. We're all right today, end of the week. So what is coming? Well, a full moon, a very important full moon, a full moon that is supercharging change, a full moon that is literally ready for the change. Are you? That's the question this full moon will be asking. Now, we know this week we've been in the in-between. We know that we've been in a pause. We've been in a readiness, being prepared. We have accepted that. We are going with the flow. Remember, yesterday was all about going with the flow. Everything is difficult before it's easy. Remember that. We always have to have that moment of aha, of awakening. I went through it last night. I'm not going to lie. And I was still going through it this morning. I was changing my mindset. I was leaning into my wish, my vision, my imagination. I wasn't ignoring it, and I certainly wasn't closing it off. I thought, you know what? Let me do this. And I felt really good, and I felt an emotional shift as well. And it was emotional. I had a few tears. I felt the emotion rather than having that complete detachment, which is what I've been sitting in for quite a while. So I feel like now we are ready to come back into our emotional balance, our emotional focus, and feeling what it is that we want. Because remember, we asked the question probably at the beginning of the week, 222, as I said that on the clock. We have to lean in to what it is that we desire with feeling. That is what manifestation is all about. So if you want love, you got to feel love, haven't you? And I needed to start to feel that love again. I needed to make that thought. And it was very funny. I was sitting on the bed a moment ago, charging my phone, and I just saw the back part of a cat into my bathroom. I did hear my bathroom window is open, but I'm on the second floor, and there is no what do you call it, sill or anything on the outside. So what this cat did, I don't know, going out of the door, out of the window, and going down to the ground. He must have just jumped it. And I did say, hey, you know, whatever, because I didn't think, because I was quiet, I didn't think it got a bit of a fright. But it was the end of this cat. It was like it's almost like this end bit. The end bit is now gone. That's the kind of impression I've got. And so I feel like that was a message in itself. So are you seeing your messages? Are you looking into those thoughts and feelings and etc.? And I've been getting that quite a lot lately, I have to say. So Spirit is very much communicating very openly, and our crown chakra is open to be receiving it. And I'm getting a lot of this download. So today we ask for our guidance going into the weekend, to the full moon on Monday. Oh, here comes sorry, that's the one of them. One of my spirit team. Always makes me yawn. Very funny, very funny. And it is definitely going to be about how are we going to be releasing that final bit, if you still need to. Or you might just have a situation like I just experienced. And then it is about that significant change. And this full moon is like energy on steroids. It's really, really strong energy of change. And I feel like I'm doing this because I feel like this is what the energy is doing right now. It's literally coming together like magnets. It's coming to cause some sort of friction, to cause some sort of explosion. The gate is opening. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so bear with me. Now then, I have got, oh, interesting. Embracing was still mixed up in these cards. So yeah, something we are definitely embracing. So the Inner Temple Oracle, I'm going to do my alignment attunement with you. I activate and step into my inner temple now, portal of my heart, home of my soul. Through the portal of my heart, I connect with my inner temple. Through each of my body's senses, I connect to my inner temple. Sacred below me, sacred above me, sacred around me, and sacred within me. I activate the wisdom and power that has always been deep within. May these cards deliver clear messages and reflections to me, and all who use them for the highest interest of all. I am guided, I am led. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This morning, one of the things that I was really being called to also include in my thoughts was, it is done. The 3 words, it is done. And I've just thought about that as I was thinking about that tail end of that cat going through, and it wasn't my neighbor's cats, it was a different cat by the look of it. I don't know, I didn't even see the front of it. And yeah, it is done. 3 words, it is done. So if you can say that after every moment that you release something, say it is done, it is done, it is done, and allow it to go out to where it needs to be. Go with that flow, keep going until at what point you meet up with whatever is on your path. I think that's our guidance for today. Okay, I've also got the runes on the table today, which is quite interesting. Haven't had them for a little while. I was also called to sort of magic today. So the Witch's Light, though, is on the table with the Cozy Witch Tarot. And I was called to get the grimoire out. So we're going to open the grimoire at whatever page that is destined to give us our guidance today. But let's have a little look at what it is that we are supposed to be recognizing. Life isn't always easy and comfortable. Goals determine our achievements. So it isn't always comfortable, is it? It can be a little bit uncomfortable. Even when I was I had the script that was given to me in my download, and I was playing it out, and I was imagining it and how I would feel, and how I couldn't stop smiling. But at the very same time, there was this a release of an emotion in my heart space that really, it was happy tears at times and sad tears, but there was definitely no lingering emotion of sadness or negativity. It's gone. And I was really quite chuffed with that, because I wondered at which point would I be tested to find that out. And they just gave it to me this morning and last night. I saw something that sort of started the process thinking, and yeah, it was very interesting. So I really did feel it, and that is what our message is right now. So life isn't always easy and comfortable. You've got to feel it, and sometimes it's not always the nicest comfortable feeling, is it? All right, let's see what the grimoire is going to give us in terms of our opening today. Interesting. Universe, show me how good it gets. Full moon affirmations. That's what they want me to see. I honor endings and I create space for new beginnings. I honor my past, but I do not give it the power to control my future. I am safe to surrender. I choose alignment over attachment. I no longer choose what isn't choosing me. I am shedding the version of me that kept me small. I embody my next level with confidence and ease. It's almost as if the universe is rigged in my favor. Every day I'm becoming the hottest, the happiest, the richest, the healthiest, and the most successful version of myself. Universe, show me how good it gets, and so it is. So that's what they wanted me to see, the full moon affirmations. That's really interesting, because yesterday's podcast was about affirmations from Dr. Vanden. She's really good at doing affirmations. So I'm going to take them out and I'm going to leave them here on the table, and we are going to honor those affirmations as we go forward. Okie dokie. So let's see first of all then our runes. What is our runes going to be giving us today in terms of guidance, please, Spirit? What are... Oh, wow, okay. We've got quite a few that have come out. My goodness me. Yep, there's a few here. Sorry about this. But we've got to honor them. And we are going to honor them. We've got daggers and big arcana on the floor. And we have got, is that Giba or Nortese? Right, here we go. So, Bacana, daggers. We've also got, is it Iwas? We've had that before. We've got Thurizaz. Not sure if it's Thurizaz. Nortese, Jira. We have got our main big ones are the lotus flower. Okay. And interesting, we've got 3 decks on and we've got 3 big. I'm going to put them down where I feel that they need to be. So I've got on top of the Inner Temple Oracle, I've put the faith, our faith rune, having faith in our journey. On top of the Witch's Litho Oracle, we've got the lotus flower, where it is opening up our crown chakra right now and really allowing for that channeling to come in, the magic to really start to appear intuitively, really those downloads. This is what I'm feeling. I've also got my rose quartz, which is all about the heart space, and heart space is all about emotion and feeling. And I've put it on top of my beautiful litho oracle cards, and they're purple and with the butterflies, which is all about transformation, and purple is very much about intuition. So that is what we are doing with those. And on top of Cozy Witch Tarot, I've got the sunstone. I've carried this around for a couple of days, and the sunstone is about luck, okay, good fortune, summer, and again harvest season. And I've put the big horseshoe rune on top of the Cozy Witch Tarot, and this is about good fortune. It's about luck, as you know, that we are being gifted right now. So I feel that those 3 runes are very significant on top of these 3 piles right now. So we have got Laguz, Bacana, daggers. Okay, let's have a little look at these runes. I feel like they are wanting to stay in that order at this stage. I think that's right. I am being told just to light up again the Palo Santo. Okay. So life isn't always easy and comfortable. Goals determine achievements. So we have got some luck. Bacana is all about opening and transformation and luck. Okay, right, that's beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. Let us have a little look at what we've got on the table here. And Zeus it is, and Zeus. Okay. Ortiz, we've got Jira, Bacana, daggers, Laguz. Our first one up, Laguz. There it is, the rune of Laguz. This is water, flow, going with the flow, intuition, the unconscious, psychic ability, the feminine, and growth. So very emotional, okay, being tossed about in the emotional waters of a situation. Laguz advises you to release your resistance and go with the flow. I don't think I need to go any further with that, because that's exactly what I said 14 minutes ago. So just confirming really where we're at this stage. we've got Bacana. And Bacana is about new beginnings and birth and family and growth again, and also regeneration. But we're symbolizing this new beginning. Now, I recognize today with my wish that I'd been closing it off because I needed to, obviously. But the wish is still there. The desire is still there. And I need to revisit it as a new beginning. So my new conversation, how I would now feel. And it was very fascinating to feel how I felt. I didn't even think that I would. So try and see things from, if you are still holding on to something just before this full moon, try and see it from a completely different feeling. Or attach a different feeling towards it. Give it another understanding. And it's about spiritual development, Bacana. So allowing that I now have grown and healed, and honoring that within me has given me the opportunity to really use my imagination. And I really was very happy, and it made me very happy. It hasn't made me sad. Bacana is known as a birth rune, so it could indicate an actual birth of a child, but generally it is a good sign for manifestation, you know, because it's something new. It's something that is coming. So it's bringing that physical manifestation into reality. So we've definitely got that. Go with the flow, keep going, and allow this to come into its physical reality. Dagger as our next rune along, okay, is about success, daylight, hope, a breakthrough. So I had that breakthrough this morning. And the more I'm sitting talking to you guys about it, the more I'm thinking, yeah, I did. I literally had a breakthrough, and it's been coming. It's been guided towards me. So there is a lovely breakthrough, okay? It is about blessings of midsummer as well, the Dagaz rune. So harvest, when the days are long and the sun is at its height of power. And it's very interesting how the sunstone is being used on the deck with the Cozy Witch Tarot with the luck rune. So very much about having this opportunity to come from the darkness into the light. I've come from detachment back into emotion, but my emotion is still balanced, and I am not getting ahead of the energy. I'm allowing the energy to come to me and show me. And I think that's quite important to share with you guys, and if you feel about it. This rune is also about good luck and promoting positive transformations. So sunstone and luck is definitely here on top of the Cozy Witch Tarot, and we have Dagaz to confirm. All right, the next rune along, giving us our guidance today is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I will find it now. Says she. I can't find him. Eurus, not Athala. Right, we'll be here somewhere. M, not Manaz. There, he was, okay, which is faith, loyalty, trust, movement, and travel. So something is moving towards you, or you'll be moving towards something. So something will shift. For me, it can be just energy, and today that's what happened. I really felt the energy, the emotional energy shift within me. And it shifted to a point where, yes, I had a few tears, and they were happy tears, but they were, I loved the feeling of that emotion again. How it's going to play out and how it's still going to bubble along, we will see. But at this stage, I still feel quite grounded. I still feel quite balanced. I have trust in the process. I have trust in my journey. I have trust in my spirit team. So it's a lovely way to be able to continue to go with the flow, you know. All right, so the next one along is Ansu's, and that's all about communication. So movement or communication, something about wisdom, divine power. divine power, something is being divinely guided. There's a lot of wisdom in you. There's wisdom in what you will see, the wisdom. I'm being told you will see the wisdom in your downloads, in what is happening, like I have. Okay, it's about communications of all forms, so you will get messages, advice, and new information, something that will tip you or change you. I had that last night and it's continued this morning, but I haven't lost sleep over it. I haven't felt I was a little bit, my energy was a bit heavier this morning, but then I listened to a tarot reading and it resonated and it lifted me to another sort of thought, and I thought, you know what, absolutely right, let me do this, you know, and I picked it up and I utilized it and I spent a couple of hours with it. So this rune also refers to knowledge, reason, and wisdom. So be extra open to signals from the universe in the form of animal sightings. What did I just say? I saw a cat, literally the last part of the cat. It went out my bathroom window. How it's even okay. I'm hoping it's okay. It's jumped out to a floor down. I hope it's okay. But there we are. Also, other messages or synchronicities, coincidences, things like that. So be open to those signals from the universe right now. Even this reading could be a message for you. And if you're still here 21 minutes later and we haven't even got to the cards, well done you. Well done for staying and listening. All right, we have got naughties here as well. Now, naughties can be a little bit about things being a bit confusing. But we got Jira as well. Naughties is about scarcity, absence, but also about patience. And we've had that all week as well. And I really feel like this is still the case. Please don't get ahead of the energy. Please don't start getting expectations for change or thinking about, you know, when I've let my imagination loose a little bit this morning, and it was lovely. But that's it. I don't need to look for more. I don't need to add on to it. I've given it what it needed and it's out there. And let it go, let it release, let it flow, let it, you know, let that, as I say, you'll come across it on your flow when the energy is ready to present it to you. And that's where trust comes in. Okay, and Jira finally is reward, also harvest. So natural cycles, fruition, growth. Again, this is when, you know, the wheel of the year. Jira signifies each season of a cycle has its purpose. This also reminds us that the attainment of goals often takes time. So life isn't always easy. It's not always comfortable. You've got to have patience. You've got to have trust. You've got to let that, a seed planted in spring must be given time to grow. So allow your imagination to start again. You've started planting your seeds. The second harvest, I'm hearing. So possibly like me, I thought I was already in the first harvest, because do you know what I thought? I closed it all off. I'm ready for my new. But actually I hadn't. I hadn't really done that at all. And I thought about it this morning and I thought, well, why am I even trying to just live in it? You know, I listened to the woman that wins a lot of prizes and everything. And one of the things that she said about desire is, you know, see competitions and the opportunity to win money as opportunity. It's being presented to you. Why are you not taking up the opportunity? Remember, we had that this week, new opportunities present every day. So I thought about that as well, and it suddenly became a bit clearer to me. Why am I changing? Just because the face might change or whatever, the feeling, the desire is still there. I still want what I want, and I honor that. And I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm going to go with it. And whatever's going to present will present to me. So allow this harvest, this reward to come to you in whatever form. You know, don't put expectation on it. Just allow it to come in whatever form it needs to come. That is so beautiful. When we think about that, that is super special. All right, so beautiful runes. Thank you very much for that. Absolutely wonderful. My hands are wet now from my bottle. And now we go into our cards. Now, if you are only joining or you have switched off, good luck to you. If you're still here, 25 minutes in, we've done our lesson. We are now getting the guidance for this weekend, because this is what Spirit wants us to know today from the cards. The cards will only confirm what we've been talking about anyway. The cards will confirm what the runes have already said, and I'm really, really grateful for that. Let's do it. Beautiful. I am shedding the version of me that kept me small. So don't let something that you thought, because what you're doing is, what I was doing was I was absolutely saying, I believe this because I honor it, but at the same time, I was saying it's not true. How can it be? So universe is going, whatever. So now, absolutely, I trust you, universe. Bring on what it is. I'm open to it, because that is what I want. That is what I want, and it's taken me a week or two to get to this point. So take what it takes for you till you recognize that. You will feel it in your gut. That's how I'm sitting today. Let's see. Let's see what plans out. Okay, the guidance for today. I only want one card, please, Spirit. Guidance for today. For the weekend. For my collective and me. There it is. Oh, how lovely. So we've got a fated life and a destiny life. A fated life and a destiny life. Now, we've had this come out before. And often when I get these sort of two, I feel almost like I want to do this all the time. A destiny life is where we want to be. Fated life is something that, yes, of course, you will get that reward. But there's a slight difference to it. So I'm going to read it to you. And you are going to understand why I'm reading it to you. Because it is what we've been talking about. How I've said to you, I was sort of telling the universe one thing and feeling something completely else. To the point that I detached completely and didn't feel anything. So there it sat. Now I'm leaning into it. And the reason for that is because I read some words and I thought, yeah, I can feel those words. And I needed to, that was my message. Can you see? So see what comes for you. But here we go. Let's go with fated life and destiny life. The soul path, the dream of your soul. Destiny life is the soul path, the dream of your soul, trusting the call within. Life purpose, courage will be rewarded. Listening to yourself, daring and passionate. What's true for you? The fated life is the safe option. Doing the right thing, doing the expected thing, external influences, listening to the opinions of others and what other people want. So which part of the card is right side up, which meaning is calling to you the most? So try and decide if you are still taking that safe option. And I guess I must have been doing that in some sort of way, because it was easier to detach. It was easier to block. It was easier not to involve myself emotionally in it, because it was hurting so much. It was because I had expectation. But now I can stand away from it with feeling, with emotion, and still say, I want that. That is exactly what I want. The fated life is the expected life, the one that's more likely and the one you'll live if external circumstances direct you. It's the one you'll live if you believe what society, the people in the system say you are. And if you do what they say you should do. The fated life is the safe life. But in living it, you may find that there's music still in you that longs to be expressed, or a feeling of, is this all there is? And that's really where I was for a long number of years. Very much a fated life. So the destiny life is the life that the soul dreams of. And this is what I tapped into this morning, what my soul wants, what my soul is dreaming of. And that's the destiny life. And it can be really scary. It can be really uncomfortable. It can be really different. It takes courage to live the destiny life, for it requires that you trust yourself above all else. It requires you to truly live. With courage comes reward and fulfillment. The destiny life is the one you live when you choose to live consciously, to trust and follow the voice within rather than heed the noise and influences outside you. You have a decision to make. Do you choose the fated life or the destiny life? Do you choose the safe option or the courageous one that makes you come alive? So this morning I felt very much like I had chosen my destiny, my soul calling. I'd tapped in, I'd let my soul take over for a few hours. Yeah? And I'm still feeling it right now. And I don't quite know where else I'm going to go with this at this stage, but it doesn't matter. As I said, keep going with that flow. Trust in this. Trust in this process. All right. With the beautiful lotus flower rune, our crown chakra opening, allowing for the love, our heart chakra to open and to bring in that love that we want. Bring to us the desire of love that we want, whatever it might mean for you right now. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it now and sort that out once and for all, and see what our guidance will bring us, because it's time for the change. You're ready. I'm ready. Let's do this. Okay, guidance, please, for the weekend as we come to this full moon energy. And it is going to start tonight, tomorrow. You'll start feeling that energy, start shifting and moving. Time for the change. With a flick of focus, you will come to see a vision realized. There it is. With a flick of focus, that vision will be realized. You will know. And you know, I just think you just feel it, don't you? You don't question, you know. I know for fact that I will feel something so amazing, and I wouldn't even question it if my vision was realized tomorrow, you know. The dance of stillness is calling you to live in its embrace. Okay, almost like you're hugging this energy and this vision. With a flick of focus, you will come to see a vision realized. Let the allure of the mythical siren seduce your curiosity. Magic awaits. And look, two people floating around each other. There's something very magical and mystical about your destiny life. Very beautiful. Let it happen. Let it come. Let it come for you. Speak out loud. Say to the universe, I'm ready. I am ready for this destiny. I'm ready to make these changes. I'm ready to open to curiosity about it. Hummingbird, the winds beneath your wings are shifting. And if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. So pay attention to the messages, the signs, the synchronicities, the downloads, the numbers, the animals, whatever it is. Very massive at the minute, all this weekend. I have seen a lot of beautiful animals. I've seen them flying. I've seen, well, I've even mentioned it. So see how you feel. Butterflies, dragonflies, summer solstice, like the sun, spread your ray of light and ignite the light in others. It's time. It is time for that harvest. It's time for you to open up. It's time for you to say, I am ready. Universe, show me how good it gets. And finally, the Green Witch, number 12, no one decision is insignificant. The act of intentionality calls to you. And it's 12, which is a 3, magic number, follows me a lot. All right, so 43, 7. What is the universe? What is Spirit saying? Let's have a listen. 43. Keywords is creation, directing, energy, and manifestation, one making. So this card of vision and focus on your desires, when it appears, you may be looking ahead to your future, beginning to craft a clear understanding of what you want your life to look like in the coming days, months, and even years. So can you put that picture back in your mind? If you've done like me, detached from it, left it where it needed to stay, walked on through, carried on going until this moment, Spirit has said, right, it's time. Time for you to pick that picture back up again, that wish, that dream, that love, that goal, whatever it is that really turns your emotion back on. That's what you do. Receiving this card is your encouragement to hold this vision and direct all of your energy towards these goals. But keep your mind and eyes open. As you focus your intention on manifesting your dreams, you'll find that the right opportunities and people will connect with your energy, offering exactly what you need to get ahead. So the last meaning of this card is that you are creating a stable position for yourself. The foundations are being laid for what will likely be a great success. Your confidence is growing, and with it, your momentum. Keep up the good work with your dreams front and center. And we have sunbathing, spiritual strength and restoration. Look beyond the most obvious choices of rest and relaxation, although these are worthy pursuits, because typically this card indicates a need to experience a spiritual restoration, such as spending more time in meditation and prayer, communicating with your guides or ancestors, or developing a spiritual self-care practice that might manifest in working with herbs, tarot cards, something related to your culture's mysticism, or the natural cycles of the season. It's important to establish a regular practice of spiritual nourishment. All right, so absolutely beautiful way in which you are staying focused, staying grounded, staying in what it is that you want, your inner world, your inner being, the soul. You're reaching your soul, the depths of your soul, I'm hearing. So, mermaid, allure, seduction, embracing your desires. So we're talking about desires. How are you feeling those desires? Touching your desires in a depth of detail. There are many legends about the mythical sea creature known as the mermaid. Among them is a luring call of her song, said to enchant sailors so she could drag them to the bottom of the ocean, never to be seen again. The assumption is that she drowns them in the sea. But what if something much more magical and fantastical is happening? Maybe she opens up a whole new world that only a few who are brave enough to follow the call are able to experience. The things you are attracted to are not a mistake or flights of fancy. They represent things that are meant for you. Like I said, they're opportunities. If you are captivated by something, allow yourself to be pulled down into the depths of its seduction. It can be scary to follow a passion, but the best things in life are often the things that are scary, and they scare you the most. So just dive in. That is so true, and it's on page 92, which is 11. We have the hummingbird, number 19, 10, new beginnings. Don't let this distract you now. It's time. Love, passion, love. Oh, that was heirloom. Where was I going with that? Love, passion. Gosh. Swiftness, adaptability. Hummingbirds are small but mighty, with wings that can beat almost 100 times per second. You too are being called to be more flexible. And when a hummingbird enters your reading, the current path you're on isn't suiting your needs. You need a new approach. And that's what I've just been saying to you. My new approach. Try yours. Try yours now. This card can also mean your situation is evolving rapidly and you're not keeping up with these changes, which can cause you to feel overwhelmed. If you are unwilling to adapt, it may be time to consider whether or not it's the right path forward. If you are reading, okay, so it's about really seeing if it's worth it anymore. And like I said to you, I got to a point where I was really embracing the thought and the conversations, and I was really enjoying the moment. It disappeared. It faded out because I carried on walking and going in my direction. But at the time, I could feel that emotion and what have you. But it was controlled. It wasn't something I couldn't let go and leave. I enjoyed it. It was like going to a movie, and when you come out the movie, you sort of go, oh, that was so good, that part, and then you're done. You don't need to carry on unless someone brings it up later on or further down the week. Oh, I saw the same movie, whatever. But it's like you've taken everything and you've just enjoyed it. It's like enjoying that chocolate. Once it's gone, that taste lingers for a moment and then it's gone. Number 35, summer solstice. Growth, good fortune, and prosperity. The sun is finally shining down on you, and there's reason to celebrate. When this card appears in your reading, you can expect increased good fortune and happy opportunities in all areas of your life. From money to love, recognition for your efforts, to news of an addition to your family. You are receiving all of the hopes and dreams that you've been working towards for a very long time. In fact, you might have some good favor that you cannot realistically keep it all to yourself and will feel moved to share it with your loved ones and community. This in turn plants the seeds for even more abundance. The ability to provide for your family adds to the gratitude in your heart. Oh, definitely. Attracting more joy and light. As your light grows, so too do opportunities available to you. Your energy and charisma become beacons for others to bask in the glow of your success, and for even more successful people to see and reward your talents. The shadow side to the... Enjoy your newfound wealth, knowing that your gratitude and faith in the universe will bring more increase. Don't ask why me or wait for the other shoe to drop, as this will attract the things you fear most. Exactly what I was saying this morning. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. Yeah, and we talked about this yesterday, this idea of having the handbrake on. Take it off. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, sing, dance, shout, and give thanks to anyone who will listen. And finally, the Green Witch, number 12. These cards are so magic. A green witch is in tune with nature, sensing the connection between herself and all living things. She speaks to plants and animals, the skies and rivers, hearing their guidance and sorrows, taking just enough for her needs while bringing awareness to the ways humans have negatively impacted the planet. Knowing how she treats the earth is reflected in how she treats herself. Green Witch is here to remind you to be mindful of the consequences of your energy, the words you speak, the way you view yourself and others. If you're cruel to someone, that person may go on to harm themselves or others. If you hide your light from the world because of low self-worth or shame, then you rob others of the chance to love and appreciate the gifts you were sent here to share. What you say and do matters, even if you can't see the immediate cause and effect in your choices. And what you don't say and the ways you don't show up also have consequences. So, time to show up, my friend. Time to show up. Given that moment, given the moment to show up, show up. Okay? I'm not saying you need to chase anything. Okay? I still believe you can wait until it is presented to you. For whatever reason, it needs to be wait for. I have no idea where that came from. But just go with the flow and allow it to happen naturally. And when it does, you can show up. You can do what you want. I had that conversation this morning, this very morning. I will show up. I know I will now, because I have been given that green light, you know, that opportunity. And that's what we wait for. And that's what the patience is all about. You don't need to chase around after anything, okay? Let it happen, let it flow. All right, so guidance for this weekend with the Cozy Witch Tarot. Let's see what we are talking about for this weekend. What is going to present itself to us this weekend? Sorry, I think Spirit wanted me to drop half the pack so that it could all shuffle over around whichever way again. But let's go. Let's see. Cozy Witch Tarot. What is coming this weekend, please, Spirit? What are you giving us as guidance with this understanding, with this vision? What are you giving us? We've got the full moon. We need to know. That's too much. Anything else? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've got some on the floor again. Oh, my goodness me. Oh. Okay. Okay, so on the floor we had 10 of Cups. Okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. So a really happy sort of picture there. Very beachy scene, very summery, you know, and almost like it's this idea of a lot of sustenance. You know, the bottles are everywhere. They've all got corks in. Very interesting. 10 of Cups. And they're watching this little one here build a sandcastle. And it's almost like, keep going, you're doing well. This is happening. And there's a rainbow over here bringing this sort of luck and happiness to the picture. So we can think about that. We've also got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. So something to do with abundance is going to be presented itself to you. Now, it could be an abundance of love. It could be abundance of money. It could be abundance of health. Whatever that is for you. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. So what is this 4 of Swords telling us as well? Swords about thought, about thinking, about logic, okay? And the 4 of Swords is, it says here very clearly, this witch is experiencing the worst cramps of their entire life. Feel free to do things to strengthen your mind. Make sure that you are ever growing. Listen to a podcast on a topic you're being curious about. You know, learn something, but don't overdo it. Spend the time for yourself, thinking very clearly, reflectively in that moment. Clear out that noise. And then the 2 of Cups is going to be about sharing a deep intuitive understanding with someone. It could be that it's a kind of a relationship this card will signify in your reading, while it can represent a romance of some type. It doesn't necessarily have to. We often forget that friendships and familial ties can be just as powerful. So you will get that sort of aha, or that motion, or that guidance as we are ready for this ray of light to bring in the harvest season. So stay with the flow. Stay with what it is that you know to be true for you right now. I banged on about how I'd come to that conclusion this morning very clearly. So stick with it, my friend. It is time for the change, for the shift, allowing it to take place for you. And you know, it's a sort of a 10 of Cups happiness that it was presented in the runes as well. So honor endings, create space for new beginnings. It's your destiny life that is calling you right now. Okay, let us, just for a matter of interest, get some cosmic insight. What is coming for us? What is coming? These 5 cards have come out. On top of the runes we have something about moving and intimacy. So very clearly that flow, wait for this. There's a moving, there's movement, moving with your partner, intimacy, something much more solid. Okay, sexual chemistry, reminiscing. So having that opportunity with somebody because you've now seen things from a different perspective. We have got someone who's a water sign. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, it could be you or it could be this person. And a commitment. Things are going to get serious for you. This is definitely a change. Happy ever after. Open up your heart. I mean, 5 cards that came out, all to do with love, all to do with a massive shift and change. Your desire is still there. Your vision is still there. Spirit wants you to know that. And it is time for you to collect it. It is time for you to... The act of intentionality calls to you. Let it become intentional. Live this, feel it, be it. That desire right now. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, that's what the reading is all about today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe, please share, please comment. Love to hear from you always. I wish you well. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.